Hey, what's going on, everybody? Look, I just wanted to come on here and make this video to let you guys know that I need your help. What am I talking about? I am talking about the goal that I sent for the month of March. We're trying to get 5 new patrons to support the ministry here for as little as $5 a month at patreon.com/conservativetruth. And I am so appreciative because look, right now we have 3 signups so far, but we need 2 more. And at the time that I am recording this, we have only 2 days left in the month. I mean, really like a day and a half at this point by the time that many of you are watching this video. So can you guys help me by making this goal a reality? We have an awesome streak going for 2023 already. I mean, I am blown away. You guys are all so much a blessing to me. We hit our goals for both January and February, and I'm trying to keep that streak intact. I mean, I want to get the streak all the way through the end of this year. I think that would be incredible. And again, I want to thank the 3 of you so far that have signed up for the month of March, and you know who you are. And I'll say this too, for anybody, if you ever want a shout out for becoming a Patreon, just let me know, and I'm more than happy to do it. I used to do it all the time, but there were some people that didn't feel comfortable with me, using their name or whatever the case, and they just didn't want that attention being brought to them. So I respected that, and I, just stopped doing the Patreon shout-outs altogether. But if you guys want a shout-out, for those that become a Patreon, just let me know, and I will gladly do that for you, whichever you prefer. And I'll say this as well, guys, with Patreon, because let me say this, what's so cool is that, I've had my Patreon going for a couple years now. Right now, at the time that I'm recording this, at least, we have a total, 29 patrons. That's awesome. I mean, that is such a blessing. But again, can you guys help me to hit the goal? Even if you're unable to do it, maybe somebody that, that watches me well. Maybe you have a family member that watches me, and maybe they can help support. Share this video with them and let them know, hey, you know what? The Conservative Truth needs your help. Help him with this goal to get 5 new patrons. Remember, we're looking for just 2 more signups here in these basically final hours of the month of March. And let me tell you, too, what you get with Patreon, because I talk about it, throughout the videos, but let me just elaborate a little bit more, because this is so cool. It's why I love Patreon, because unlike the YT alerts, for the videos, look, they don't like me, guys, okay? So they don't push all the notifications out. They are not going to give you all of the alerts for my videos. It just doesn't happen. But the really cool thing about Patreon is that as long as you are signed in, as long as you're logged in, you should stay logged in all the time. Any piece of content that I put out, you will always get the notifications for those videos. So you will be up to date with all of my content. It's really, really cool. Again, you can't trust YT the way that they work. They have no interest in helping me out at all. So when you're logged into your Patreon and you stay signed in, you're never going to miss a single video. The other great thing too is that, I will put the links for all the Patreon or all the YouTube videos in Patreon. And so you can comment on those same videos, but you could just do it on Patreon completely censorship free. YT does this all the time. They're always blocking and taking down your comments, because a lot of times I'll see a comment from one of you that will be, in my notifications tab on YouTube. And then when I go to click on it to respond, it's gone because they've completely wiped it out. So the tiniest little thing that you say that they may deem to be offensive, they'll take it away. So, I don't want you guys to have to, write out a nice comment, a thoughtful comment about a particular topic, a video that we're talking about, and then have them just take it away. So that's the other great thing with Patreon. You can just drop your comment over there, and we can have a nice free-flowing discussion on Patreon with no worry about any of it getting taken down at all. So that's another cool thing about the Patreon. Plus there too, guys, you can send me direct messages. If you ever wanted to ask me a question, chat at me about something, even if you had a suggestion for a video, something you wanted me to cover, if you have a prayer request, whatever it may be, you can reach out to me directly on the Patreon as well. And I'll tell you another cool thing about it as well. Patreon keeps like a really nice library of all of my content. And so you could actually search on Patreon. You can look at all the different tags that I have on there. And we're talking about, guys, hundreds upon hundreds of videos that I have done are all logged on my Patreon, and you can access all the different videos just based off the tags. Like, you can take, any sort of a topic. You can do, let's just say, for example, entertainment. So I'm using that because that's actually one of my tags over there. So you could click the entertainment tag, and it'll bring up all the videos that I've done that are in relation to anything in the entertainment industry. And a lot of that has to do with Christian entertainment, music, all that. You can just search through all the tags. I have so many different ones on there. And again, you're not going to get that with YT, but on Patreon, I mean, it's all there for you guys. So you can just access it. It's like my one big library for all my stuff. Again, you get the alerts. You can send me direct messages. Even I have audio, I have podcasts that I did a couple of years ago that are also on my Patreon. I think I have like over 20 of them on there where I talked about different topics just in audio form only. And I don't talk about it a lot on the YT videos, but that's why I wanted to take this opportunity just to let you guys know everything you get with the Patreon. It's definitely worth signing up. And again, you could do it for just as little as $5 a month. You could always do more if you like. It's all up to you, and whatever God lays on your heart to do. It's an incredible blessing. And I'll say too, we recently lost some patrons. A lot of times when some of the cards don't renew. And so a lot of people don't know that they even got kicked off the platform in the first place. So, if you're one that was always getting my Patreon alerts, if you're not getting them anymore, you might want to double check to make sure that you're actually still a part of it. So you may have to double check the card and this and that just to make sure you're still, logged on to the Patreon and still getting my stuff. So, again, guys, I wanted to make this video. Remember, we need 2 more. Can we do this? Can we hit the goal? I mean, you guys are going to make me really happy. Help out the Conservative Truth. Hit the goal for March. Guys, if we could do this, it's going to be amazing. I just started doing the goals really at the beginning of the year. And the fact that we've been, hitting them every single month, man, it's such a blessing. Look, who am I? I'm some blind guy here on YouTube talking about the end time Bible prophecy headlines. You guys are so generous in supporting me. It really means more to me than you could ever know. And it is a privilege and a blessing for me to be able to come on here and provide the end time Bible prophecy news to you guys that I do on a daily basis. And none of it would be possible without your support. So thank you guys again so much. Remember, if you're able to help, the link in the description, go to patreon.com/conservative truth. Sign up for as little as $5 a month and help us hit our goal for the month of March. 2 patrons away. Are you one of the 2 that's going to sign up? I hope that you are. Again, if you have any thoughts, questions, drop them here in the comments on this video. Remember too, on Patreon, you can say whatever you want to me on there and don't have to worry about the censors and all that. Patreon is good stuff, guys. Again, thank you again for all your support. I will be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you soon.